what you're saying now is that you can determine what the Quran is based on some numeric miracle that you came up with or you heard from someone else. That's not the same thing as saying what Muslims normally say, which, oh, I have a chain that goes back to this person to Muhammad. Now you're just saying, well, I get to decide based on this numerical miracle. Well, who are you? How do you get to decide that? Where does the Quran say the Quran is only the Quran if it works in these numerical ways?
Where did Muhammad say, look at these concentric patterns, aren't they great?
Here we have a Muslim that claims we determine which Quran goes back to Muhammad by these numerical miracles. Link to the original live stream is in the description. Avery's guests in this live stream were Jay and DOC. Check their channel as well. Let's get to the video.
Why do you trust that the Quran you have is the one that Muhammad recited? Why?
Okay. There are loads of other miracles in the Quran if you take the preservation aside, just for devil's advocate's sake. Right?
Which Quran?
Okay, any Quran that you want. Let's assume. Let's go down the road. Let's assume there are 10 Qurans.
Any Quran, and I can make a Quran right now that's consistent with the Ottomanic script. I can put in dip. We showed it earlier.
Yeah. Because there's the one miracle in Surah Baqarah in which the entire surah, which is the longest surah in the Quran, which essentially has concentric patterns from the very beginning all the way to the very end.
What do you mean
somebody, meaning in the sense that the first 5 ayahs talk about a certain topic and the last 5 ayahs talk about that same topic.
Wait. So the numbering of the ayahs differ depending on which Quran you're reading.
That's what I'm saying. So okay. So which for Surah Baqarah,
if you're basing your miracle on verses 1 through 5, well, that's different depending on which Quran. Some Quran.
Okay, so give me one example, and give me from your paradigm 2 Qurans which have different number of ayahs for Surah Baqarah.
Okay, so let me put it on the screen here. So we'll just go to chapter 1.
So that messes up your concentric whatever because the verses are different numbers.
Yeah, I'll show you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll show you. I'm gonna just pull it up on the screen here. Okay, so this is chapter 2. This is in Hafs, your Quran that you have. This is chapter 2, verse 2, right?
Can you see that? It says number 2 in English here even.
Yeah, okay, it says number 2. Yeah, so Surah Baqarah, okay. Yeah.
Now, what's verse number 1? It's Alif Lam Mim, right?
Right.
You agree?
Do you know that?
You have your Quran with you?
Yeah, I think it should be. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Now, if you go to other versions, this is actually not verse 2, it's verse 1 because they include Alif Lam Mim as a part of this verse. So your numbering is different now. So this is the Qalun. Let's do a count. You said you wanted to see. So Warsh says this is verse 2. Qalun says it's verse 1. Yeah. Warsh said, wait, did I say Hafs? I meant to say Hafs. This is verse 2. Qalun, this is verse 1. Warsh, this is verse 1. Okay, you see all these are verse 1, verse 1, verse 1. So your numbering system is different depending. Now in this one,
it's number 2.
It's number 2. It depends on which Quran you're reading. Okay.
Yeah. So how many? So
that messes up
on all these different ones that you have here. What are the total number of ayahs for Surah Baqarah?
Yeah. So if you're doing mathematical like miracles or whatever, so let's go to the very bottom verse and we'll show you what is it in the other verses.
So your concentric theory is messed up completely depending on which Quran you're using.
Yeah. No, it doesn't, because let me finish. Even if there's one ayah which is off, right?
Yeah.
The concentric patterns can still work. It doesn't mean it's completely thrown off.
Actually, you actually take yourself seriously when you say these things. No, I'm not asking you to be facetious. Do you actually take yourself seriously when you say concentric whatever this pattern of numbers is a miracle? Do you see that as an actual miracle? Like if I was to heal someone or to raise someone from the dead, this is equal to it.
I didn't say it's equal. They're just different miracles, right? For
That's
someone
to you actually take yourself seriously when you say this is a miracle.
Of course.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
So look, the last verse in Al-Baqarah, according to Hafs, is 286. This is 286. But go to other versions of the Quran, it's 285. So your whole numbering is messed up by one.
No, because the concentric pattern still holds for the 285 ayahs, doesn't it?
So one is missed. So the miracle stops at the one that's missed.
No, I'm saying they're the other ones which have 286. The miracle holds for them, doesn't it?
So it holds for some but not others. That's your miracle?
It holds for one, but not the other 6.
Oh, okay.
And that's one miracle out of like 30, 40.
So again, it holds for one but not the others. So again, do you hear yourself and do you take yourself seriously saying these things?
Because what you're saying now is that you can determine what the Quran is based on some numeric miracle that you came up with or you heard from someone else. That's not the same thing as saying what Muslims normally say, which, I have a chain that goes back to this person to Muhammad. Now you're just saying, well, I get to decide based on this numerical miracle. Well, who are you? How do you get to decide that? Where does the Quran say the Quran is only the Quran if it works in these numerical ways?
Where did Muhammad say, look at these concentric patterns, aren't they great? To show the disbelievers at the time. I didn't remember him saying that.
These are things that we'll figure out over time. And we are figuring these things out over time. For example, think about what's the middle chapter of the Quran called?
It's tough.
Again, if it was such
it's called iron.
One second.
And it's called iron, right?
Ramon,
and what's the center of the earth? Iron. Now you might think, this is probably a coincidence, right?
This is ridiculous.
It's a coincidence, right? Okay, another one.
Hafs Quran has 114 chapters. That's an even number, meaning Quran doesn't have a middle chapter, so chapter 57, the iron, is not the middle one. You could say that chapters 57 and 58 are the middle ones, but chapter 58 is called the pleading woman, so is the pleading woman in the earth's core as well. Let's continue.
Ibn Masud had wait. Ibn Masud, and this is confirmed in the Sana manuscript that we have, Ibn Masud as well as the Sana manuscript that we have, they differ in the chapter divisions. So there's different companions did the different numbered.
No worries, I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. Okay, no worries. I'll give you.
No. What I'm saying is everything that you're saying is getting shot down. You're saying
okay. I'll give you another one. The ratio of water to land on Earth is exactly the same as the number of times water to land is mentioned in the Quran.
Ramon, this is tough, man.
What I'm trying to get at is fair enough. I've shown you 2. I've shown you a third one.
You haven't shown anything. Everything you've shown has gotten refuted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides the problem that these miracles are there in some, but not in other Qurans, another problem is that these hidden subtleties can be found in any book if you're dedicated to find them. What are your thoughts on this one? Let me know.